What's going on, guys? You got Kwasi here from Kwasi Animation Studio and Kwasi Media Network. Today I want to show you guys something. Something I know that most of you just don't want to do because you got it in your mind you have to be like Pixar or Disney. Which me and my wife last night finally watched Encanto. And we counted how many animators they had. Let's put it like this right here. Stop trying to compete. There was over 14,000 shots for this film. Shots. See, you thinking scenes, but you understand each scene is broken down into shots. Over 14,000 of them. Bruh, just put it out. Just do it. Just make it. So you're trying to have like this look that it's not going to get people immersed into the story. Yeah, you wanted to have a certain level of smoothness, but think about when you move. You don't always move as that smooth. You don't always you move jerky or kind of chaotically. And I think it's weird that we try to escape that from in animation. We try to escape that instead of just embracing that thing and going, oh well, that's what's more natural. And I get that you want to do cartoon animation because it's what it is you want to do. All right, so I get that. But today I want to show you some stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use animate. Okay, you see it says animate there, it says it there, it says it here, and it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to use animate to show you how you can offset an animation. All right, and not to continuously confuse yourself. Animate is free. No, I'm not putting a link in the description. All you have to do is type in animate. It's like animation aid, but anim aid. That's it. It's in the title. So, because my reason for not putting it in the description is so that you could start learning how to maneuver through this world of 3D to go find tools and things for yourself instead of just heavily relying on a video that may not give you everything you need. So I'm not going to give you everything you need. I'm just going to show you something and I'm going to say what I'm doing and it behooves you to keep up. Ready? Let's go. All right. So I want to add first off an animation where he's just standing there and he's just looking around. Okay. So it'll start basically like this, right? He looks back again. Okay. But when he goes to look back, I want him to start walking. Okay. So at about 80 frames, I'm going to add a walking animation. Okay. And this is the thing in the NLA, because I'm telling you, you need the NLA editor, period. Stop trying to think you don't. Stop trying to think you don't need the graph editor. You do. And trust me, I went through those same things. I'm giving you the cheat sheet. Other people are giving you the cheat sheet. You go, well, no, I can do it differently. You're not going to reinvent anything. Trust me, you're not. So these things just help, man. Okay, so what we want to do here, and understand we're going to be learning about the NLA editor also again. I'm going to be talking about this again, even though I've done this several times. So there's no reason for us to use animate just yet, but I want him to go into a run. All right, but I don't want this to happen. Watch. See how it popped? Okay, so you see there the location changed. All right, so what I want to do is, since it's on 80, I'll take it to about 15 frames. And let's see what we get if I go 16. And let's see what we get going to, right? So you see where the walk starts, right? So I want to look at where the walk starts as he turns. So I know at least 10 frames in, I want that walk to start. So once he turns, I want him to start doing this. So right about there, right? So I'll hit Y and it'll cut that, and then I'll go 12. All right. So we look at it from our, right? Okay, and then I want him to go into the run, so we're going to add another one. Now understand, when you want to add one of these, you can come up here to add action strip, not action strip, add track, or add track above, or you can just hover over this and hit Shift A. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to go into his next piece. Now this is where we want to get into this, right? So as he's taking a step, I'm looking at which foot goes first. So you see which one, the left foot is on the ground first. So as he takes the step, I want him to go into that jog right there. So I want to find where there's going to be. So this is another thing too, is stop trying to do everything from one spot. Oh, I can't see it. Well, hit 3 or get into an angle. Okay. So I know that he's going to do that, right? But the thing here is he's going to be doing a movement forward. So roughly probably 35. All right, so let's turn our bones back on. I'm going to turn the bones on. I'm going to click the root. Hit 3 again. I'm going to move this forward 1, and then I'm going to Shift A2. Shift S2 to put the cursor to selected. And then I'm going to Shift S4 over here. All right, I'm going to activate. I'm going to go back into globe up. No, I'm deactivate. We're going to hit tab. We're going to click this track, hit tab. And we're going to hit activate, and then I'm going to drag this to that point, but I wanted to go just past it. And the reason for that is I don't want this to affect anything. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about the word. Oh, I don't want it to go backward because it'll slide back on you. Okay, so being as we know at 135, we want him to start making that motion, I'm going to pull this forward. Okay. So we see how far I want it to go. Let's just say 8 frames and he'll go into it. Right? Yeah. See how he sort of lunged into it? So let's say he's tripping over something. Right? So we see it from the side. Right? Now, what I want to do now is right about, let's say at 160. Let's bring the bones back. And again, we're going to click that same root, not that one. All right. And I'm going to put the cursor there. I'm going to bring animate back. I'm going to open this up. Now, this is where it's going to get a little different. Let me show you, because this is how you get things moving a certain way. So what I want to do, I think I have one in his character folder. I do not. It's got to be one in one of these character folders. I need a walk. Oh, never mind. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll chop this one down. So you want to open this up, and I want it to be its own separate one, so we'll push it down. I'm going to get it to where I need it to be. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got. So I know he starts to walk. All right. So I'm going to mute that by hitting H. So I can see now his left foot is about to hit the ground first. That's what I want. So we got it like right there. All right. So I'll pull it back a little bit. All right. Again, we want to move this a little bit past the point of where he was. All right. So I'm going to pull it forward. And then I'll go 6. All right. So let's say, uh-oh, I don't like that. Okay, I see what happened there. Let's turn it off. Open it back up. Turn this back on. I'm going to pull this forward a little bit. All right. That's too fast. 12. Okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe go forward a little bit more. Or back. Nah, let's go forward. That's cool. All right. 16 frames. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But let's see what it looks like from a camera angle. See, that's another thing too, is that you don't know a lot of times. The people that you admire are using the camera in a way that you're not accustomed to. So when you're here, you're thinking, "Oh man, they did that straight through." But like, no, they had they had techniques, you know. All right, so I'm gonna change this into temp set. All right, let's go. Uh-oh. All right. Scale. All right. Well, I'll do that one too. All right. So I'm thinking maybe go a little bit further back where he's like, and then he goes into the walk. Yeah, let's try that one. All right, turn this off real quick. Ah, all right. This is what I'm thinking will probably benefit us a little bit better. It's like right on the edge of it. Mute. All right. Uh oh. Animate. All right. Now I'm starting to see like a little bit of where it may end up kicking in at. So, that was hard. That was hard. I don't want it to slide though. See, it's still sliding. I may have to make this a little bit faster. Say 10. He's like, stumble his feet like, like, see what it looks like. So it's like, okay, I got an idea. All right, so what if I pull back some on that? He's stepping there, but he's going to step into this one. So let's say you got the foot up. And see, this is about figuring it out, right? So you see me doing the work, but a lot of y'all want to just stop. Don't stop, man. Keep going. That speed up. I keep doing that. I'm so used to doing it. Aye, aye, aye. Because he speeds up right here. So I guess right at the end of it, we can just get it to kick in. But it's going backward, my bad. Oops. Alright, hold on. We're going to find it. There he goes. It's like stumble, stumble, get your feet together, keep going. Alright. So what I'm thinking is maybe, I might be able to pull off 6. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So look at it from the camera view. Because he's going past the camera, right? But if we have the camera follow him. Turn location on. It's like, so used to doing that. All right, so let's add a little camera shape. So you click, go into your graph editor, click your curve that you want it to be. Go to modifiers, noise, and I like to do 90 and the strength of like, let's say 0.015 and then a depth of 3. Copy and then click the other two, shift select them, and then boom, done. And let's just take it to 200 because I think that's where it stops. Yeah. And let's see the playback. So what I'm thinking is let's just say temp set. So group 1. Nope. Go back down. This is 0.1. I'll go 0.35. No. 0.2. That's fine. All right. Come out. Go over to it. Let's see where he stumbles. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. All right. So when he goes to stumble, I'm going to move this. But right now I'm going to scale it so it's on scale. Now, because I'm going to do, I guess I can just do location rotation. And then when he goes to stumble over it, it'll turn like this, but slide this way. And sort of bobble a little. Just like, but we want to hold off on it a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, because I want it to straighten up. So it'll on the X, it'll straighten up. And then spin. Just make this global so I can keep a good solid movement on it. There we go. All right, so it's like, see it from the camera. It's like he wasn't even looking. Like, did you not see the thing? I'll probably let it slide a little bit more. All right. It'll be location 3.6. See it from here. Ooh, that's bad. No. There we go. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Give it a little color. Like, what? All right, and then let's say depth of field. I don't know. Just grab his face. All right, so one of the tricks I like to use is a collection called depth. I just create a collection called that. Like, it's just something I do. All right, and then what I'll do is I'll select all of that, bring the cursor there, add an empty, scale it down to at least 0.1. All right, and then scale it, call it depth, and the name of the character, in this case row, and then go to constraints, and I'll make it a child of that armature, and then go to the head, which will be C underscore. If you're using what's this auto rig pro, it'll be C underscore head.x. But if you're using any other rig, it just do it to the head bone and then hit invert so it'll go back. And then I'll go into the camera, click camera, and then I'll click the in depth of field. I'll make that the focus object. So now when we use it, it'll stay focused on that object the entire time. This way you don't have to fight with it. And there you have it. Check our time. 20 minutes. Not bad. Now, this is the next piece I want to show you. Okay, so we want this to be one animation so we don't have to fight with that. You want to take that animation, move it somewhere else. So what you would do is you would select the character. In this case, I like to select the trajectory and the root, and I'll just invert it because I don't want those in the bake. Go to pose, animation, bake animation, clean curves, and boom. The reason why you do clean curves is so that it'll clean up the curves that you're not going to use. You see how you have this straight line right here? That's one of the things that's not doing anything. So, and it probably happens a few other times also. Okay. So now this action is done. So let's just go action row underscore action walk stumble. All right. So now that action is done. I'll grab all of this, delete it, boom, 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 push down, and there you have it. Click, and then the cube. I'll push that down right now. like you don't see the thing. And there it is. So there you have it, folks. Don't overthink the process. It's simpler than you think. All right. Number love.